Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 230. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. Got a shorter one queued up this week, and yeah, I don't really know where to go with that, so we're just gonna keep going. How are we this week?
I'm tired.
Not
Okay.
bad.
I I don't know. I keep getting nosebleeds, and
Sweet,
I keep
yeah,
coughing.
hella humidity.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and I keep coughing up like phlegm.
Nice.
So woo, I hate it. Uh, I had such a bad headache and got dizzy, and um, yeah, no, that my boss's boss saw me, and she's like, "You look miserable. You're going home." So great,
Well, that sounds
fun.
like fun. Sounds like you've been having fun.
She was like, "You won't be
Always.
smiling for guests, so
Hey,
you got to go home."
Yo, what's
just
up,
in
y'all?
time. We literally just started.
Yo, he made it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Dang, y'all waiting
Yeah, we
30
were waiting.
minutes?
Um,
It was a short show.
yeah.
Mm.
I've been
We-
I'm been wanting to sit on the porch more, but I just can't, dude. Dew point of 75 degrees. That's crazy. That's so humid.
Welcome to Florida,
That
basically.
that means if you bring something outside that's 75 degrees, water will form on it. 75, dude.
Crazy.
Yep.
Ugh. Gross.
Awful. Chelsea's family is in town, so I've been over there a lot.
Nice. All right, well,
Yeah.
let's get right into it. Starting off with Capcom Spotlight that was this past week. They went over all their big franchises that they make, and we'll talk about it a little bit here. Starting with Pragmata, got shown for PC on Steam, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S sometime next year. The public will be able to go hands on with its puzzle infused combat at Gamescom 2025 this August. So there
That's
you
fun.
go.
I talked about it a bit, but I don't think there was really anything covered by them that wasn't covered in
The announcement.
the announcement. I guess not announcement because they're like, oh, it was announced several years ago, but I don't remember the original announcement, so
We're just gonna
that
pretend like
was
it
the
doesn't exist.
announcement to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good meme.
Street Fighter 6, the Sagat, Sagat.
the guy is returning.
Yeah, arrives in the Fighting Pass. Will be available starting July 4th. And swimsuit outfits drop August 5th. So incoming horny. Brace
Dude.
As
yourselves,
it should
gentlemen.
be.
Um,
Alex, did they say anything about the amiibo?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
let's hope not. Resident
I don't
Evil.
need.
You good?
I'm like, I don't need more figures, but they did say they're going to do more cards, so I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that though. It better not be $40 for like 5 cards.
Why do you
Because
Well,
care?
they'll
You're
Capcom's
gonna
gonna be
buy them
probably
$40.
anyway.
I'm gonna. I
yeah,
don't want it to be
and
40 though.
if they do
Yeah, but
more,
you're
they'll
still gonna get it,
probably
so who cares what price it is?
Me.
they'll, they'll
Well,
probably wait till
no,
they've
clearly not. Sorry, go ahead,
till they
Alex.
finish this Fighter Pass 3 before they do new cards.
The price that Cameron would actually have to care about is the one that like he physically could not afford, even if
Yeah,
like no matter what.
even if he wanted to. Yeah, because
Yeah,
otherwise he's still gonna get it.
we gotta make a damn
So
amiibo
complaining
thousand
about the
dollars
price
or
doesn't
something.
matter. Yeah, if complaining about the price doesn't matter because he's still gonna get it unless it's like like over his budget by
Just
a
make it a
long, long
competition
margin.
amiibo, bro. Because those
Oh
don't
my
count.
god.
Let's see. Resident Evil Requiem. We always thought about making Leon the protagonist, but making a horror game based around him is difficult. Director Koshi Nakanishi explains. He wouldn't jump at something like a bucket falling. No one wants to see Leon scared by every little thing, so he's actually quite a bad match for horror.
That's fair.
Is it though?
Yes, because
Also,
Just because the in-game character
well,
doesn't flinch at every single thing doesn't mean shit ain't scary. I mean,
that's the
Resident Evil 2
problem. They
is
want
pretty scary, and he never really flinches. He's
Leon.
mostly like,
They
ew.
do though.
Yeah, they flinch
Yeah, but
sometimes, like
like
at the big at Mr. X or whatever his name is. But like most of the time, it's more of like disgust than him being scared.
I guess the idea is that if he was the protagonist of 9 or the main one, because
Mm.
there's still rumors he's playable. Uh, by that point, he's done 2, 4, 6, and all the movies, and in like the movies, he's specifically like running after the monsters himself. He's not scared of anything.
Hmm.
It's like him and Chris. It's like they're not gonna be scared, and if you want the protagonist scared, so that the players get immersed, like Ethan, and like what we've heard from the people who have already gotten to play this game for Grace, then Leon wouldn't match because people don't want Leon scared.
That's fair. It started as an online game apparently, but they quote realized fans didn't want it. Well, that's good.
Good.
Not many people say that.
so yeah, so they figured it out.
Well, what was it? RE verse. The
There's
verses?
Yeah,
Was it?
reverse.
there's Reverse, and there
Reverse.
was
Yeah.
the one that came with
You-
3 that I'm forgetting,
I'm
and
thinking reverse. Because that was a colossal flop, wasn't it?
Yep.
So that's probably why they went, no, 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 no. Change course.
mm,
Obviously, the game talks or continues the narrative rooted in Raccoon City and the secret machinations of the Umbrella Corporation. It's named Requiem because it's a eulogy to those who came before. That's what
maybe
they
we'll
explain for the
actually
town.
close some plot points. They talked
No.
about a lot in this interview, and especially the extended versions they're releasing on the Resident Evil website. That crashed after they announced that. That they've got they brought in like professionals, artists or whatever, not artists, but like people who work with wigs and stuff for movies for the hair.
Oh, makeup people, makeup director,
Yeah,
something. Interesting. Let's see. A couple of Monster Hunter Wilds updates. Highlights include gameplay showing underwater fights with Lagiacrus? Lagiacrus? I don't know. A treasure trove of quality of life updates and even a collaboration with Fender Guitars. Okay, I guess. Uh,
I guess.
sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Are
Next,
you having fun?
why don't we get a crossover in how about Baldur's Gate 3 where you go to a McDonald's? I think that sounds like a fun update.
perfect.
Monster Hunter Wilds fans can go hands-on with free title update 2 when it launches on June 30th, which will already have passed by the time you're listening to this. Adding in much of what was shown during today's presentation. So there you go.
Nice.
Sony is facing a Dutch lawsuit over artificially high PlayStation prices.
Me too.
You know, like, I'm confused. Since when were PlayStation games and accessories such a necessity that we could go to court about it? like it's
gamers
To be
are
healthcare.
a
fair,
protected class, Grant.
you can go to court over anything.
Yeah, I know, but like, why is a court hearing this? This isn't.
Board?
This isn't like.
I don't know.
This isn't
Board
equity.
is-
This isn't equity. What are we talking about here? You can't eat a DualSense. I mean,
That's what you think.
I was gonna say, says
please
you.
don't prove me wrong.
Oh, wouldn't be me proving you wrong. I'm sure somebody will do it though.
I don't know. I'm sure we're just reading a headline, so we're missing a lot of context. But still, I can't imagine. I don't know, like, because if we're taking people to court over prices, then Nintendo needs to be in this.
Yeah,
The
I'm
Dutch
surprised
need to
it's not
demand
about
an answer
Nintendo.
for $40 amiibos.
Well,
If we're just
their
gonna start
amiibo are
swinging
still
because of
normal
price?
Their amiibo are still normal price.
$30
they're-
amiibos. I
yeah,
don't
they're
care. All of it. Answer. I mean,
A consumer group in the Netherlands says that the Dutch consumers paid too much for digital games on the PlayStation Store.
Are they priced differently?
Research quoted that the foundation found on average consumers pay 47% more on digital games than physical ones.
why?
Because of sales or like that's a pretty
Uh,
steep
claiming that
increase.
PlayStation large market share and monopoly on digital sales amounted to a Sony tax. They have since received more than 2,000 messages and emails from PlayStation owners. The lawsuit makes two main accusations: that Sony is excluding competition and that it is exploiting consumers and game developers.
There's that context.
Was launched on June 24th, and the first hearing will take place later this year. Not the first time that Sony has faced legal action. It's over its digital store. The UK consumers' right expert Alex Neil launched a legal claim over Sony's 30% cut on digital sales back in August of 2022. An attempt to block the lawsuit failed in November 23. It could potentially cost Sony up to $6.3 million in damages. Valve is facing a similar collective action claim over Steam in the UK. The lawsuit claimed that Valve has restricted price competition on Steam and is seeking £656 million in compensation. And Apple faced similar pressure with the one we've covered for like 2 years on.
Interesting.
Very, very intriguing.
Hmm.
Surprised. So basically, wait, is this how like Nintendo is charging extra for digital? Wait, no, that's not how.
No,
They're charging.
Nintendo's
No,
not charging extra for the digital.
That's physical for Nintendo, isn't it? So like the opposite.
No, Nintendo's digital
Where
and
were they
physical
charging
are the
extra?
same.
What? No, not in everywhere though, because that's how the 80-90 split happened. and
No,
everyone
that's
got pissed
because
off.
UK people don't understand tax. Or we don't understand Europe's tax. I don't know.
Huh?
No, they definitely understand tax. That's the whole reason we fought for freedom. And then we decided, you know what? We got a That's great. war. Let's bring back taxes. And we haven't got rid of them since.
Yeah, the
But
United
taxes
States
are
is
necessary, though.
literally just based around being debated.
Disagree. If we got rid of taxes,
Okay, Cameron, you're talking
I'd be
about
happy.
Europe's
Bro,
thing.
if we got
where
rid of
the-
taxes, we'd have no roads, no schools, no anything. Okay, but I have more money, so
Yeah, we wouldn't have
Who
Jeff
wins here?
Bezos, dude, if we didn't have taxes.
Exactly. Real.
And
I'm
isn't it
supposed to buy
just
a
so great
fourth
that we
yacht
have him?
this year. Yes.
I'm sorry, that's way off topic.
Isn't it so worth having roads?
And
No, I
billionaires?
get less money. No, I get less money. Crazy. I lose like $60 to paycheck, bro.
California man steals $10,000 of Nintendo Switch games from libraries and now faces a lot more than a large late fee. I saw this headline.
Okay, from the libraries it's kind of lame, bro. Still from the major corporations, if you're gonna steal.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
but they have security cameras.
Yeah,
He's
like
gotta
he
go
was
after
like,
the
"Oh,
little guy.
libraries won't prosecute me if I like just don't return this thing. So what if I just don't return like 1,000 things?"
That's certainly a strategy. Let's say if it pays
So
off.
the investigation is still ongoing. They're unable to provide an exact number of games that were recovered, but there were quite a few. It was approximately $10,000 worth. The man in question is Jamal Reed Obafumi, who is said to have targeted multiple public libraries in Northern California. As spotted by GameSpot, the Marin County Sheriff's Office said on Facebook that it had arrested the 45-year-old earlier this month.
45,
45.
bruh. What you doing that
Bro,
you ain't
get a
able to
wife, get
afford
some
your own
kids. What are
games?
you doing?
Connected, okay, so they arrested him because he was connected to a string of at least 7 different burglaries of Marin County libraries.
Bro, 45 is crazy. And you're robbing
He now
libraries.
has 12 felony charges, including burglary, committing a felony while out on bail, and others. Well, don't steal things. And especially don't steal things from libraries, man. Leave the libraries alone. What do
Not the
the
library.
libraries do?
Yeah. It's like stealing from a mom and pop shop, bro.
Exist.
Like, come
Yeah,
on now.
I would never steal from a library. My library allowed me to play so much RuneScape as a child. I'd never.
No.
True.
Libraries are enablers, but like good enablers.
Exactly.
We need them.
We do need them. Like, if
Uh,
you're gonna steal from a major corporation.
No, but they'll prosecute you. But so will the library, apparently.
Sail the
Yeah,
seas of
so will I.
piracy if you like
Yeah.
stealing things.
True.
The ocean calls for thee. Microsoft is also retiring the blue screen of death. Which,
I don't like that.
That's lame.
Why
bro,
would you
They're
do that?
replacing it.
They're also aren't they like upgrading? Like, you can't keep Windows 10 or 11. Sorry.
That's been
They just
announced for
released a new
years.
patch for Windows 11.
No,
I got
there's
I got an e.
I think that's the last patch for 10.
Okay, I was gonna say I got an email
Unless
and they're
you
like,
pay
we're
for,
getting rid of it
uh,
or something.
it's like
yeah, you need a commercial
$30, and
license for
they'll
it.
send you a year of updates.
But you have to pay for them.
And then you had to pay another year.
No, they really want people to move to 11, even though they were like 10 is the last upgrade you'll ever need. And then like half the people can't actually upgrade their computers from 10 to 11.
Bro.
I am so ready for SteamOS to become a desktop installation thing,
True.
and I'm fucking moving. I'm leaving this hellhole that is Windows, dude. It's just spyware at this
Fair.
point. I want SteamOS.
Mm-hmm.
That's valid.
Especially now that I found out that games run better in SteamOS on average.
Do they really?
Yes.
I've heard that.
Yeah, games perform better in SteamOS than they do on Windows, which is like kind of a bummer because it's like, oh, you buy the Windows handheld that's more powerful than a Steam Deck, but that power goes to waste because it's required to just get them to run the same. I mean, they still run better on those handhelds, but like the gap is a lot smaller just because of Windows.
They're removing the 40-year-old blue screen for the black screen of death, and they're removing the unhappy face. Microsoft hates fun.
That's so dumb.
I want my computer to let me know that it's unhappy.
Speaking of companies not liking fun, I have a tangent rant I would like to indulge y'all with.
Yeah, go ahead.
Allowed.
Why? Dude, I was watching like an iceberg video on YouTube. Y'all know icebergs?
Yeah.
And like after the millionth time, this guy had to say S word instead of suicide, even though he was talking about like
So
historical
I
fact.
actually know this one. Um,
I hate that everything is getting
Mm.
so bland and so censored. Why can't I
So
say
there's
suicide? Why do I have to say
no
unalive? That's
you
so stupid.
you
That
can
is so
say,
dumb.
but like advertisers don't like that word. Don't care. People commit suicide. They die. Blah 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 blah.
This video is unmonetized.
Why
Yeah,
should we conform to what the advertisers and credit card companies of the world want?
yeah. It's everything is just being like whitewashed, and I hate it. I can't stand it. I literally stopped watching the videos. Like I'd rather sit in silence than hear this grown ass man say S word. And like
Or
every third
unalive.
time he'd say it too, he'd be like, "I can't actually say, the real world because YouTube, blah 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 blah." So I'm just gonna keep saying S word.
Well, then
Like, bro,
don't do
that's
the
stupid.
topic. If it's that related to the topic, just don't bother.
Yeah, like it's on a video
Yeah,
of
literally.
9/11 stuff. It's like a 9/11 iceberg, and it's
Bro.
like, bro,
Then
we're
just
watching people jump out of windows right now, and like we're
And you're
telling
refusing to
really
say
sad
suicide.
stories.
like
Like they're important,
what
very sad
Yeah.
stories about people that
one
jumped
of
out of the
America's
towers,
biggest
and they've
tragedies. Yeah.
S word, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
wait.
off.
I'm surprised. Like, wait, so there was actual footage of people jumping from the tower?
Yeah,
I'm surprised that's even allowed to be
Well,
Maybe like
monetized.
censor it
Like,
somehow, like a blur or something.
maybe I can't remember. I don't know.
who
And,
cares?
and
It,
Nah,
rant
bro.
over.
like,
He showed.
That's
They show the blood and everything.
um. So yeah, okay. On to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we go around and talk about the games we've been playing, the games we've been buying, good decisions, bad decisions, things of the like. We use a wheel to decide who goes. Let's see who we got this week.
Me. It's always me.
No shit, actually, dude. Yeah, it is you.
Hell yeah!
No
Let's
way.
go! I
No,
told you it's always me.
I'm not. I'm
get
not
him out of
lying.
here, Cooper.
Here's my evidence.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'll get shit on too. It was by a good margin.
All right, all right. What you got?
Hell yeah. Actually, I didn't play a lot this week, but I did play a lot, but not a lot of different things. I just played a lot of Dark Souls. Um, I beat Dark Souls twice this week. So, yeah, and let's check if I played anything else. I don't think I did. I did play a little bit of Deep Rock Galactic, but the main thing that I did was I got several games on the Steam Summer Sale because
It's the
I wanted
Steam
to.
Summer Sale. You don't have to
Yeah,
explain anything.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I got Dead Space, um, the remake one that they released on Steam. I got Devil May Cry 5. I got Grim Fandango remastered because I haven't played. Well, I played the original Grim Fandango, but that wasn't like I haven't played that since PS3, and I was probably like maybe 8 years old the last time I picked that up. Um, I got Hades because I did have that on. I want to say I had it on Switch. I think I still have it on Switch, but I wanted it on Steam, so I got Hades on Steam. Um, and I also got. It's not a game, but it's a piece of software called Fantasy Grounds Virtual Tabletop. Um, and it's like I can set up stuff for D&D campaigns and
So it's just a different tabletop simulator.
stuff of the like. Yeah. It's a tabletop simulator, but I can
Okay.
like honestly, I'm gonna use it more as like a database because I play mostly in person, so it doesn't really help to use it as like a play tool unless I'm gonna play like over Discord,
online.
which is
Yeah.
kind of a pain in the ass. Um,
A little bit.
but
And then
it's
done that.
great. Yeah, it's a great thing for me to have as like a compendium of all the shit that I'm putting together for my worlds that I build as a DM. So I got that, and probably my next thing that I'm gonna get when it goes on sale, which I don't know when that would be, but hopefully soon, is gonna be the Call of Cthulhu expansion for it. It's like it's $30 without discount, so it's not too crazy, but I want to be able to
Yeah. Definitely want to save a
have
little
all
bit.
the stuff there. have like a little compendium. But yeah, not too crazy. I haven't played any of the games that I just got yet because I've been playing just a lot of Dark Souls. Oh, I did play a little bit of Elden Ring Night Rain, like literally one run, and that's it. But um, I don't think I played anything else. I think that's about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steam Summer Sale got me too. I'll have to...
Dude, Steam Summer Sale goes crazy, and it's like still there's several games on my wish list that are 50% off or more right now, and I'm like, ooh, like
The
really thinking about it.
the advantage
Um,
of having a laptop that can't run half the games I want is that I don't have to be tempted to buy them.
that's fair. Like Midnight Walk is currently 25% off. It's $29.99 instead of $39.99, and I've been looking at that game pretty closely for a while. Um, that's pretty tempting. Um, Slitterhead, which we talked about on the show before it came out, is 50% off right now, going from $49.99 to $24.99. So there's definitely some games on the summer sale that I'm looking at. But
All right, let's see who's up next. Cameron, you're up.
All right. So obviously, I've been playing some Mario Kart World. What have I actually done? Mario Kart. Just kind of been exploring. I've played online with some friends. Um, just there's so much like collectibles, So trying to track those down without looking up a map yet. It's we're not a month in. I'm not gonna pull up a map until I get bored, and then I'll pull up a map. But it's Mario Kart, and heck, it's digital Mario Kart at that because I got the bundle, so plenty of time to just let it play out. Uh, I played 2 worlds in Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Wait, almost. I'm on the boss of the Carnival amusement park world. Um, I played some Tetris 99 for the event just to see if I needed the themes or not. I did not, but played it anyways. Played a little bit of Game of the Week just to give myself a refresh on it. I got to go to Test Track. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
It
I remember
is
posting that photo.
yeah, that photo was yeah, I need a haircut. um but yeah, test track is solid. Glad to have it back. Uh the queue is so much faster without the computer, like the build your car.
Oh
It
yeah.
feels so wrong, but like it is so much faster because you don't have to sit there because that was the merge point, right? It's like, okay, we're gonna put the lightning lane or whatever here, and you're gonna merge in here, and it's like, great. So you'd sit there, 8,000 people would go through lightning lane, you'd still be there an hour and a half later. I merge is now up by where a single rider came in, so this this is probably going to be a vast improvement. A lot of cool designs in the queue, and it's just solid. It's a good redesign. Um, Even though I do very much miss the car. I think they could have kept that in the exit because the exit now feels very very empty. You saw the little car salesman though, trying to sell people cars in Disney World.
Hmm.
Why do I feel like I'm missing something? It can't be that before. No, wait, no, I didn't do that this week. Yeah, I guess I didn't do much else. It's just been a busy week
Well,
because
alrighty.
Justice's family's in town and whatnot, so
Yeah, I get it.
I lost a lot of gaming time.
Alex, you're up next.
Um, Rivals a lot. The game of the week. I went back to Resident Evil 6, and I've been slowly chipping away at Ada's campaign so that I can unlock her and No Mercy mercenaries so that I can unlock
Well, nice.
her. I think that's it.
All right, short and sweet. Let's see who's last. Probably
All right.
me.
Best for last.
No, it's gonna be Cooper.
No,
so
actually,
that
it's
take
not. I'm going. I'm not going
Let's
last.
go. Worst for last.
There we go.
Real.
Okay,
That's
so
wild.
playing more Mario Kart World, Animal Crossing, a decent more amount of Mario Odyssey. I beat the Subsonic League in Fast Fusion, and that
I
game
did
also
see
got
you
an
playing
update
Fast
now.
Fusion.
Yeah, now it's got a really good. It's got really good performance modes. So now you can get 4K 60 and stuff, and a lot of Tears of the Kingdom. Um, that game is just drawing me right back in, almost like it's brand new again, because it is just so much better to play. It's so much more pleasant with a stable frame rate and better visuals. Everything is great. Um,
Do you ever try Age of Calamity?
nope, because I'm afraid to start other things. I am consuming a lot of games right now. I'm trying to keep up with Animal Crossing. I've got Mario Odyssey, Fast Fusion, Tears of the Kingdom, and yeah, and Mario Kart World still. So like I'm bouncing around a lot, and I'm trying to not play anything else because I already know I'm not going to finish all the stuff that I'm playing right now at this pace. So trying to, but I'll get there. Um, yeah, I got my game room more set up. I got all the handheld stuff over here now, all the PlayStation games and whatnot. Um, I still don't know where I'm gonna put all those Smash Amiibo. That's a pending question still. Um,
Hmm. Well, they gotta go somewhere.
oh, and yeah, Steam Summer Sale. Oh, and the game of the week. I got Gunbrella, which is one of those Devolver games that I've been looking at for a while. It was pretty cheap.
How
Um,
was it?
I feel like we talked about that when it was announced.
yeah.
No, you've just heard me
Yeah.
talk about it several times.
Both of those are possibilities.
I have not even gotten to it yet. I bought them yesterday.
No. Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna keep saying it until you play, but it's phenomenal. Go play.
yeah, I already I have high expectations because I like Devolver games. So,
Yeah.
um, I got Scare Ritual. I have not touched that either, but I'm excited about that one. Finally try that out. Um, and I bought one more. What was it? Oh yeah, Zombieville USA 3D. Do you guys remember Zombieville USA? It was like a mobile game way back in the day.
Yes.
I do remember it.
Way back in the day.
Right.
Yeah. So that is this, but now it's in 3D. Like it's a faithful recreation of it, but in 3D. And I was super excited to get this, but I was waiting for it to go on sale because I've heard it's really good for Steam Deck. Um, which I finally touched again today after like 2 weeks to download all this stuff and get ready because I will try these games this week. I'm gonna try my best to anyway. Um, so yeah, I bought all those. I really wanted to get the Pro Controller 2 today. I came so close to, but I did not because I know that I'm gonna buy a special edition one, so I don't want to go ahead and buy it. Even if it's 20,
By
I could have gotten $20 off. It doesn't matter. That's not really that much money. I'd prefer to just wait and get the one that I actually want. As
Mhm.
good as it felt, though, it does feel really nice. And also, Cameron, since you mentioned the Xenoblade one, I've been playing with it. I was like, you know what? I haven't touched that one in a while. Let me get that one out. So thanks for saying something.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Um,
Oh, I always got to bring up the specials.
and yeah, that's about it. So Cooper, finish this out.
All right, so nothing crazy. I'm not playing anything. I had a couple of assignments. I had a test for criminal justice this past Friday. I got that done. I've been working, and then I have an exam I'm gonna have to do after the podcast for accounting.
Disgusting.
Oof.
And yeah, that's about it.
Poor Cooper.
But it's all right.
It is what it is.
Unfortunately.
July will be a little bit more chill, sorta. So
When is your class done?
hopefully soon. I don't know, sometime in August. Yeah, August 1st.
Disgusting.
Your professor's going too hard for some.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right. Well, on to the game of the week. Download station Golf Story for the
Did not
Nintendo
play.
Switch.
I
L,
played a
buddy.
bit just before the show.
Yeah, I didn't have a copy. There's no way for me to play anyway.
I could have sent you it over Game Share.
I didn't have time either way, so it's all right.
Well,
You
fine.
haven't had time
I
for a
can
lot of the
glaze
games
this game
lately.
plenty enough. Golf Story was one of those early Switch games that came out when there was not all that much to play, and also I was really getting an itch for a golf game.
Yeah.
And damn, if it didn't blow me away, dude! It was like I think I didn't pay more than like $20 for it, and it was
I think
so
it was
much
like
fun,
15.
dude. I ate that shit like potato chips. I played it straight through all the way, like dropped everything else I was playing. It was weird. I don't play very many indie games that hard. Um, but Golf Story is it's one of my favorites, and I loved it so much that I bought a limited run copy of it physically. I haven't even opened it because I really don't have a need to, but I'll probably open it sometime soon because I want to look at the manual and stuff that comes with.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's so good for what it is. Well,
Sick.
I was like, dang, nothing? You got nothing?
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Brother,
That's wild.
that's
Sorry.
ice.
Bro spaced out.
Sorry, I'm looking at something. What'd you say? I'm listening now.
I'm not
Nah, too
repeating
late.
all that.
Yeah.
What?
It was
That's
about Golf
crazy.
Story. That
Like,
was like a minute and a half.
yeah, literally. Clearly, you would not
I
still
heard
love
that
me if
you
I was a
ate it like
worm, bro.
potato
Like,
chips.
I did.
literally, like the first sentence.
Well, I think that's important. I at least heard one sentence.
Yeah, okay, bud.
And
Kill this
guess
guy,
You
what?
made your
Cameron.
point.
Neither
Yeah,
Cameron
I
or
get it. No, I
Alex
get
have
it.
even
I get
made
it.
any.
Hey,
No, that's
Neither
fine.
Cameron or Alex have even said anything at this point. So I'm doing better than they are. But you're right. I'm a horrible person.
Their Wi-Fi might have crashed because Cameron's camera's not working.
I actually think it did because they are.
That's hilarious, bro.
oh, that
Turns out-
explains it.
No.
Turns out I get to hear it anyway. Let's go.
All right, well, we'll be
That's
back.
hilarious.
All right.
Okay, so we're back. So the reason that Cameron and Alex weren't saying anything was because they lost Wi-Fi, but we've rescued them from the depths.
True. I found
Go.
it.
Yeah, it's
Like,
unfortunate because I was responding to you glazing up Golf Story.
I was also
well,
responding.
in
And
the
then all of a
meantime,
sudden,
I decided to open my physical copy because I was like, you know what? There's no better time than like right now while we're talking about this game to open my physical of it. It's pretty cute.
You have to post pictures since the Wi-Fi is breaking.
The weird is I could hear like Grant and Cooper and Kyle, but I couldn't hear Kane when it was
Yeah.
crashing.
But like
Hmm.
so Grant, I straight up thought I had the floor, and then it comes back in, and Grant's just like bashing on Kyle for not listening to him glazing up golf story.
Look, I was kind of listening, ish.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's yeah.
And Kyle going, "What did you say?"
Yeah, exactly.
Shh.
Um,
You outing me, bro. Chill. I'm just joking.
So
yeah.
anyway,
Dude, it's solid. I like the different courses I like in the because you got at least three, right? You got regular golf, you have disc golf, and you've got the virtual golf or whatever the simulator. Uh, it's unique and it's very good, and it just created a high bar that Sports Story did not follow.
yeah, Sports Story was so bad.
Golf Story being as good as it is part of the reason that Sports Story being so bad hurt so much.
Yep. So yeah, that's that golf story. If you haven't played it, you should. It's fantastic, especially if you like
Alex, you got
golf.
anything, Dad?
I thought it was pretty good from what I've played it, but um, I mean I've known y'all for so long. I've heard you glaze this game.
Yeah. It's like I was saying when y'all were down. Once I get the free time, I definitely want to try because y'all been glazing it since like basically the Switch launch. So
It's
Cooper's gonna play. Cooper heard disc golf and goes, "I can play that."
there
dude,
is
that's
disc
peak.
golf in Golf Story.
That is so
Yeah.
peak.
It's not like the main thing you do, but there's like a whole side thing where you do a bunch of levels of disc golf, like to get these d bag disc golfers to shut up. They're like constantly harassing you.
All right, bro. Sounds like a peak story. I'm in. Let's
That's
play it
what I'm
next week.
saying.
Game of the week next week, guys.
That's crazy.
Cooper's like professional amateur disc golf. That's me.
Literally.
Real.
But it's also got a bit more yeah, because like they very easily could have just been like, all right, here's disc golf. But like there's more depth in it just being like, oh well, you've got the same controls as golf, have fun.
Yeah.
So that they worked very hard on that, and I cannot believe they failed so hard with Sports Story.
Yeah, I remember like the hype behind Sports Story, and then it being like, "He's
Well, it
not
took
good."
years.
Yeah,
Mhm.
watch that happen with Silk Song.
Hmm.
People will riot, dude.
Dude, I feel like Hollow Knight Silksong is turning into like Lord Moldy Butt. Can't even speak its name.
That adds another month of development time.
Yeah. Well, all right. So on to the tidbits. Steam is dealing with spam. Valve's platform has been flooded with games stolen from itch.io. Well, that I guess don't just buy stuff at first glance. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to fall for that, right? Or that easy.
You would think, but clearly Valve's having to step in. So,
Hmm.
although you'd think they'd have some sort of vetting process.
No, their vetting process is: does your game run? Yes. Are you willing to pay us $100 to put it on Steam? Yeah. Of course, scammers are willing to just take the money from uploading someone else's game. if it just costs them $100.
Yeah,
Uh,
unfortunate.
Life is Strange original developers don't nod hit with more layoffs. Dude. It's like reading these every
Crap.
week. It's so sad. So depressing. Uh, Persona 5 The Phantom X finally released in Japan and internationally after being released in China last year. Well, there you go. When are you going to play,
Fun.
Alex?
I've started a bit, and then I tried it on Steam because I didn't like running around with like Minecraft Pocket Edition on my phone.
Mm.
And Steam was like, "Ah, no, you can play with these settings." So I was like, "Sure, I'll play lower than that."
Hmm.
It was so bad.
Damn.
My laptop did not like it.
I
So I guess I'm playing with Pocket Edition Minecraft settings.
Disgusting.
Nintendo updates Mario Kart Worlds online and removes the only guaranteed way to play 3 normal lap races with randoms. I saw that, but I don't really see what the issue is. I mean, I don't play online, so I have no like proper ground to discuss this and like have an opinion. But like I I wish I does somebody like Cameron, do you know? Can you explain?
So, okay. So in online with randoms, you have the option to pick 3 courses.
Like the
Significantly toned
ones that are
down from
connected.
Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick the ones that are connected, or sometimes you'll have options that are not like they're super far away, so you can pick those. But if there weren't options, so okay, uh, if the options were far away, here let me look at the courses real quick, actually, so I can give an actual example. So if
Like
you
Peach
pick
Beach and
like
Bowser.
yeah, so Peach Beach on one side, and you've got Bowser's Castle on the opposite corner, right? If so, in like a normal, like pre-update, you'd have the option to do Peach Beach, and then go to like Salty Speedway or Wario Shipyard or something ridiculously far away, such as Bowser's Castle, maybe. But if it was instead Speedway, Shipyard, and Great Question Block Ruins, then everyone would pick, or just about everyone would pick random, so that instead of just playing on the in between track, you would get 3 laps on one course. Um, with this update, though, you're you've got a better chance of just picking uh the course, like a faraway course, if you see it, rather than picking random. Random has a significantly higher chance of picking one of the courses that has an in between track.
Mm,
So
interesting.
yeah, people are mad about that change. I don't. I don't play online enough to care one way or the other. Um,
Um, Minecraft getting stuff from the Minecraft movie, the Dennis painting, and Lava Chicken music disc.
yeah, I
That's pretty
saw
sick.
that.
Bro, I
Yeah,
can't stop
like
thinking about that meme that's like second plane.
Trevor, did you see the painting?
I did. It's really cool because the painting's also in the movie, like the
Very
movie
cute.
itself. And then the music disc is interesting because it has like a villager singing like halfway through.
You listened to it.
Yes, it like gets you copyrighted everywhere, so I wouldn't recommend.
That's crazy.
Literally,
Hmm.
I gotta get on the server and get the new music disc and put it in my house.
It's literally the easiest disc to get. You literally just have to
Well,
kill a chicken jockey.
yeah,
Nothing
you have
special.
to kill the baby zombie first, though. If you don't kill the baby zombie first, then it doesn't count as a chicken jockey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Exuma tested it.
Okay. Still, like, probably the
You gotta
easiest
hit the
one to get.
landing gear, or else it doesn't count as a plane.
Wait, you need to kill the baby zombie first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if you kill the chicken first, then it doesn't count as a chicken jockey.
Right. Heard.
Free Dave the Diver Godzilla content pack is back until December 31st of 2026.
Still don't get why it's still like FOMO, but cool, it's back.
Yeah, like it's free. Why? It's got to be a license or something, I guess.
Yeah, it has to
It's
be.
definitely a licensing thing.
Super Mario Strikers is coming to GameCube Switch Online expansion pack for
Yeah,
Switch 2 on July 3rd. It's pretty
we
good.
gotta do Strikers as a game of the week sometime.
I was watching a My Life in Gaming video today about Switch 2. It was all about like their experiences with it for the first few weeks and everything. And I respect their opinions. And one of them was talking about the GameCube controller. Apparently like the dead zone on the stick, like the gradient on the stick, the map is not like the original GameCube controller.
Interesting.
And I
Why
need to
not?
watch it again because I think I missed a couple pieces of context. But like he was talking about F-Zero GX. He was like, I can't make the movements I need to make in this game because like there's no like middle ground of stick movement. The stick goes very hard to any direction with pretty little movement. Like I don't know, it doesn't feel like normal. He said this. He's played it like ever since it came out, and he knows something's up because he got 27th place playing in novice mode. He's like, I'm not that bad. But it gave him issues. So I don't know. But I haven't spent enough time with the GameCube thing on Switch 2 yet to really say. But now I'm going to keep that in mind when I get there.
Yeah, at
On
least test it.
yeah. For the old but still interesting tidbits, we got 3 for Disney Infinity. In Disney Infinity 1.0, you could use Disney's Magic Band to unlock the Dragon Gate, Dragon's Domain, Dragonflight Sky, and Dragon Keep in honor of opening of New Fantasyland at Walt Disney World. For Disney Infinity 2, in honor of the 60th anniversary of It's a Small World at Disneyland, you could tap a Magic Band at the base for the Small World facade, as well as the Dragon Gate and Dragon's Domain. And in Disney Infinity 3, tapping the Magic Band would unlock the Disney Partner statue for placement in the toy box, but none of the old unlocks require the band for this game. However, if you had an Oceaneer band from the Oceaneer Club of a Disney Cruise Line ship, you could unlock cruise and boat themed content, including a special toy box version of Castaway Cay, Disney's private island. But this required the Disney Infinity servers and is no longer accessible. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Very
I was
specific.
working on a video. Yeah, I was working on a video, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." It didn't actually give me the info I was looking for, but it was like, "I'm gonna steal that. That'll be a fun little tidbit."
Onto the rumors. Edward Kenway's voice actor strongly hits at Assassin's Creed 4 remake. Ooh, Black Flag remake.
Interesting.
Okay.
That'd be pretty sick.
So
Yeah.
Cameron, I did look it up on a old thread
Yeah.
on Steam. It
Oh,
does
comes on
say
my
that
screen.
missing content includes Ant-Man, Black
Ooh.
Panther, Vision, Captain America, Alice, Mad Hatter, Dory, Nemo, Baloo, the King Mickey outfit from Kingdom Hearts, the Keyblade, Marvel's Battleground set, Finding Dory play set, Power Disc from the first 2 games, the Walt Disney and Mickey statues and the Disney Cruise Liner Ocean Band rewards.
Okay, so those are included in this lost content for the Steam release of all three.
No, it's missing.
Yeah. What did I just say?
The word
Lost
included.
content. Wait. Oh, they included it.
No, you said included.
I said
I
lost.
said it's missing.
I said lost
Lost
content.
is this?
It is because we are losing the plot.
New screenshots of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie pre-redesign have surfaced online, with the original poster claiming to have videos too. Well, then post them.
No.
Well, all right then. Why do we want to look at
All
that
right.
again? Didn't we all agree that was horrible? What are
And then they
we?
used
Right?
it for Chip and Dale.
Horrible.
No, they made it worse for Chippendale, but correct.
Unannounced Barbie game called Barbie Horse Trails leaked via retailer VGP. Why did we put this on the sheet?
It's for Cooper.
Barbie
Bro.
Horse Trails? Trials? No, Trails.
Bro, who cares about fucking Barbie horse
That's-
trails?
Dude,
You
I
know
do,
what?
bro.
I do.
It's-
Actually, I rescind my previous comment. I'm
You know
glad
what?
this is on the sheet. I care
I'm
about
so
this.
glad that you like it. But
Look,
I
I
will
love
be
Barbie
making fun of
games.
you for it.
I had to include it for Cooper. He
It's the first,
100%ed this game.
Barbie games are
I d-
so halal, dude.
It's the first like good game coming to the Xbox, bro.
That is so crazy, bro.
I'm watching a 5
And so
gigabyte
correct.
or megabyte image take forever to upload. I've got it. Wi-Fi.
BB
Okay.
and Tina at
Coop.
the horse farm.
Bro, I got that for free in a Twitter giveaway.
I
And
remember
Cooper
that.
100%ed it.
Yeah. I didn't 100% it because like it literally would have taken like 100 hours. And I was like, that's hilarious. I'm not doing that.
Okay, you did like the stuff you should have.
I went through. Yeah, I did one playthrough. We had to do like 100 playthroughs, and it was very slow. I was like, that's funny.
You finished the game, is my point. So I'm like, Cooper would
Yeah.
obviously be excited for the new horse game.
From George
Yes.
Broussard, news has reported imminent Xbox layoffs. Word that entire studios may be shuttered. Expectation is 1 to 2,000 people.
And we're
Golly,
all
dude.
so
Hey, numbers go up.
glad they bought Activision Blizzard.
My CEO will be able to buy another yacht this year, dude. I'm so happy.
Yay!
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 Let's go. Another yacht.
Another yacht.
What are we doing? What is going on here? What?
Numbers go up.
I guess.
Phil Spencer promised 100 billion
What is
sales
going on
of
here?
Game
Very good
Pass.
question.
And they haven't reached that number, so instead they've got to just keep firing people.
From Andy
They're
Robinson,
not
quote,
the
a
only
lot of
ones.
negative chatter coming out of the UK Xbox studios today. I wonder if that's a related rumor. Uh-oh. Well, another day, another report of Xbox doing worse than the day before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we already saw the fact that they weren't doing great, but like I didn't know it was international.
Yeah, that's rough. All right.
Look, as much as we hate on Microsoft, I don't want them to fire people.
Yeah, nah.
But they will, because they are.
They will,
Microsoft.
because they actively are. Yeah.
All right, finishing topic. Which game's soundtrack do you still listen to today?
None of them.
Persona
I hate
5.
music.
I hate music. It's crazy.
Real. Me
Yeah,
too, bro.
I've never listened to any music. I'm deaf actually.
No, literally. Oh my
I
goodness.
believe it
What?
too.
You do an incredible job responding on this show for being deaf.
Yeah, literally. Honestly, I don't just like sit there and listen to it, but I do use I use the Skyrim soundtrack and the Witcher 3 soundtrack, as well as Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, like all those soundtracks. I use them as like background music whenever I am um like playing. I play like Magic the Gathering. I'll sometimes use it as background music if like it's a group and we just want to have like something going on in the background. Or I definitely use it for like D&D, especially fight sequences. Is really nice to have like some of those boss fight soundtracks uh from the Soulsborne games.
Hmm.
And then like Skyrim and Witcher have really good like both tavern music and just like walking around the world exploring shit music that like just get you in the zone. Um I don't know. I don't just sit there and listen to them, but they are really great for those sorts of
Yeah. The only ones that
uses.
like I'll sit and listen to is Stardew Valley because I bought the vinyl of it.
Stardew
Uh,
Valley is good.
Fair.
Sort of always good.
and
Trying.
like I don't listen to a lot of whole soundtracks. Like that's probably the only one I can think of. But like Nintendo music, I've been using a lot. I listen to Splatoon music. I listen to um some Wind Waker music. I listen to really a
That's
lot
the
of
thing. There's
Zelda
like
music because there's a lot of
honestly,
orchestral stuff. I like listening to orchestra music
yeah,
sometimes.
Zelda music is really good. Yeah, but it's
Um,
like it's kind of hard to think about like unless I'm in
A
like a
certain.
kind of an yeah like a kind of an orchestral mood or something like that. Then it's kind of hard to warrant just sitting there and listening to video game music, like video game soundtracks. What I'd probably do instead of that is just like listen to an audiobook or just listen to other music that
you know,
is more
Mario
background, I guess.
Galaxy is one that I'll listen to like cover to cover.
Mm, mm.
That's one that you can just
That's
throw
fair.
on and have good background music and stuff. I love it when I'm
Actually,
working.
something that goes along with this topic that I saw recently, it was a article um that someone had done some research on video games and how different music impacts uh like both focus within the game and also like reaction, both timing and what your reaction to certain things that happen in game are. And it was really interesting to see just how uh impactful like different like even in the same situation different songs and different like sounds that they play within the games can make your experience and your focus completely different within the game.
True.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it was a really cool. It was a really cool article.
Sounds like it. Let's see. So I'm trying to think of what because like usually if I'm listening to video game stuff, it's not uh like I don't drive to work very often, and when I do, it's I'm either trying to stay awake or I'm trying to get home. So I turn on something that's not gonna uh pretend, because you turn on certain soundtracks and they've got some like lullabies
Oh yeah,
basically,
you got to be
right?
careful about it.
Yeah. So like I can't.
Skyward Sword will put me to sleep. I love Skyward Sword soundtrack. It's very beautiful, but also it is like it's so
Risky.
soft.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So like I can't, and driving I-4, I can't risk that, but I will turn it on, like Animal Crossing or some of the Mario soundtracks or
Mario 3D Land
Splatoon,
continues to be so good, and it's not
right?
on Nintendo Music. Why is it not?
Because they hate you specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, I always knew that. They won't return my calls.
True. So like, but like if I'm cleaning or something, it's Mario or Splatoon or Animal Crossing. I do so for the Stormwind Adventures videos, I will use Kingdom Hearts music. Obviously not the stuff with audio, or like vocals, but I will use that for the background music, or I'll use I've used Pikmin for it. I've used Smash, which wide variety there. So don't even know what every series I've done for that. I've just kind of plucked them,
Yeah.
Because I have the sound. I don't even know if I have both disc anymore, but I've got both disc digitally because I've ripped them from the uh, Club Nintendo ones.
I do
Maybe it's
remember.
Majora's.
I still have them. Remember when we got the Smash 4 soundtrack on CD, like it's a
Yeah,
Club Nintendo reward.
yeah, those are the ones I
I used
built
to
music
listen
from.
to those soundtracks a lot back in high school when I had like an iPod. I had those on my iPod, so I'd listen to those. I don't know, not constantly,
Yeah,
but
it
like they
works.
were in the rotation.
Yeah, I will throw uh like I've got uh the intros and outros to Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and those are in my just normal playlist. So I don't, because if I'm in the mood for something, again, if I'm because I'm probably driving by myself, if I'm listening to mine, um, I don't have time to go, oh, Spotify play me this. No, I just have it in the playlist and I click it until it lands on something I want. You know,
Yeah.
survival instincts, boys. Uh, but I've got all three of the intros and outros, or all six. I guess. I don't know. They're all in there somewhere. Um, but yeah, I've definitely gotten better about listening to like non-video game music since high school, but it's still very much my go-to if I don't want to like have any sort of words going on. Because like back when I was editing for Jethro Text, Paper Mario was a constant.
Mm.
Also studying. There's lots of Paper Mario. And then
I
YouTube like ruined that playlist.
I usually like Mario music is always such a safe fallback for me because I love jazz. I just love all
Mm-hmm.
like
I was gonna say, dude,
you like jazz. But
literally all Mario Kart 8, bro.
Mario Odyssey is like specifically big band jazz, and
Yeah.
I love that. Um, so
Me
I
too.
listen to that a decent amount
Right.
too. Um,
Do I feel like if they were to put Mario Kart World soundtrack on Nintendo Music, I would probably listen to that just because it's such a collection from like throughout Mario
Dude,
history.
what is it? Baby Park got like techno. Uh,
Yeah, it's like an EDM concert now.
yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know
Have
if
you
I've even
not heard
noticed.
it?
Hang on, let me find it.
I don't know. There's so many songs in this. I don't know which ones I've listened to or which ones I haven't at this point. I will have to listen to that after the show, so I don't have to try to listen to it while
But yeah,
talking.
like literally any Mario, not all Mario, but like a lot of the Mario, like Mario Galaxy, Easy, Mario Kart
Mario Galaxy is such an easy pick.
Such a
It's just
banger.
so good. Dude,
And
the
then
Welcome to the Galaxy intro from Good Egg. Just
oh
peak.
yeah. Terraria's music actually goes pretty crazy. Minecraft, bro.
I don't know about
C4
that.
C418.
Don't
Oh,
listen
dude,
to.
Mega Man 2 soundtrack. That's like one of like the only NES soundtracks I can think of that doesn't just drive me up the
Suck.
wall. Yeah. I love Mega
fair.
Man 2 soundtrack. DKC's soundtrack is so good. There's vinyl records of the DKC
Yeah,
1, 2, and 3 games
soundtrack is good.
with restored
Yeah.
soundtracks that I want so bad, but they are
Wh-
very much out of print and very
Very
much expensive.
well. I
Yeah.
think they were expensive when they were in print, weren't they?
Yeah,
Like,
but now that they're out of print,
Now they're
yeah.
like 4 times as much.
But
Yeah, but they came
those
out like
restored
right
soundtracks
before
are
we got actual
so good.
jobs. Hopefully, someone's posted them.
Oh yeah, they're on YouTube for free. I found those like long before
Shortly
the
after they
vinyl.
were
Yeah, like the posts on YouTube were so popular they printed them.
fair.
no, that's fair. Yeah, but like I'll listen to like C418 while working out and stuff because it's just good music. and
Sometimes you
fun.
don't want words; you just want like
Not like nothing hardcore, just something like kind of
You just
calm.
want vibes.
Yeah.
yeah. You want to feel like you're leveling up.
No, I don't want to
Shut
feel like
the
that.
shut the whole conversation down.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like
I
Yeah.
that.
feel like I'm
Just
officially
gotta
too
fingers.
old to say I want to level up. I don't know. I feel
That's fair.
Wait, you're
No,
younger than me. I can't say it anymore then.
I don't know. It's something about it feels
You high school, early college.
cringe.
True.
Yeah.
I listened to
I'm gonna level
the.
up, guys. We're gonna level up today.
See,
let's go.
I've been hearing Gen Alpha slang all week, so like my cringe meter is all broken.
Yeah, bro, you going? What is it? Riz up the Rizzler
That
with your
those
your
are
with your
words I have
skibbity
heard this week. Yes,
with
those
your
those are
skibbity sigma livy
those
done
are
self.
those are all
Did you
words I've
not?
heard this week.
Did you not see the linguist go to
Linguini.
yeah,
The linguini.
linguine linguist go to some school. I don't remember which one, but he like gave a speech, but he only used
Gen
like
Alpha
the
slang.
slang yeah, but he like used it all correctly.
I've not seen this, but that's horrible.
Hate that.
Like he's not making fun of him. He's actually just
He's just using it.
yeah.
Hey man, you got to communicate with the kids these days.
say no more.
You got to speak their lingo.
Their lingo sucks.
Well, you know what? So does ours.
So does ours.
We say bro in like every third of a second.
They have called me out so many times for saying that's crazy.
I say that's crazy
Yeah,
quite
that's
a lot.
crazy.
Like-
Didn't
I'm
ask, don't
pretty sure I
care.
picked it up from
L
you.
buddy.
You probably did get it from
Bozo.
me because I say it all the fucking time.
I'm pretty sure that's where I picked it up from.
Probably. I say it way too much, and I know that.
Or like white girls saying like 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 trying to find a
Exactly.
comparison. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm like so like
Dude, you guys remember like you remember that?
oh the
Oh my
freaking
goodness.
Visco
Dude,
shit.
that
The
pops
game,
back
That
into
was
my head
yeah.
every like
so
6
annoying,
months,
dude.
and I'm like, oh god, I hate thinking about it.
Yeah, I hated that.
But dude,
One thing that I definitely contributed to making more annoying though was re.
Mm.
Like I don't know if that was like a big thing for y'all, but it's like something did not go your way and you just like scream re.
Yeah, Fortune,
No.
Pepe.
Yeah, like re.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I did that a lot. I'm not proud of it, but I did do it a lot. It's kind of funny now because I can make fun of myself.
I'm not that type of autistic, Kyle.
Huh?
Yeah, we're
Damn, Alex.
Explain.
Autism derogatory.
hey, look, we're all different flavors here.
Exactly.
Alex
Damn,
Alex is
Alex.
specifically
Alex
Wii U
murdered him.
oriented. He doesn't care about much else. So
Wait,
you can't
I
really
may be
blame him.
retarded, but like
That's just how he is.
I may be retarded, but I actually don't understand what he just said. Like
We'll explain
definitely
it to you when you're older.
That's crazy. I'm older now. I'm a minute older. I'm getting nothing but older actually.
Old. Y'all are all old actually.
I know, dog. Sucks.
Imagine not being the youngest, bro. That sucks. How are the dinosaurs?
Okay, bro.
But I was thinking about a few more. I was scrolling in my Spotify. The World Ends with You, Tadpole
Oh,
Yeah.
Trio.
Whirlwind with You is a banger, dude. They're
That's what
I can't think of a single miss in that soundtrack.
Literally, like those are
we
bangers.
include the full series. I could probably name one or two, but
Um, and like I would include like Crazy Taxi, but like theirs all uses like licensed songs, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it does, but it doesn't really.
I mean, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 soundtrack's pretty good, and that's also a bunch of licensed songs, but I think it's fine in the right context. I mean, if it's a good
Yeah,
collection and it fits the game, you
it
know.
is a good collection.
I'll say Need
Dude.
for Speed Payback has it's all licensed songs, but that's a great game and like all of the songs in
They're
that way. You're just driving around, they just feel so right to be speeding at Mach fuck down the highway and just listening to these songs. Like it just fits.
Oh yeah.
there was a meme I saw, and it was I'm listening to the Guitar Hero 3 soundtrack. My brother, you are
That's just
just
called
listening
rock
to
music.
songs.
Real.
Yeah, it's called a playlist.
Yeah, classic rock playlist.
Classic rock.
All right, any final submissions?
yeah, as I
Uh,
mentioned,
Crazy.
Persona's up there. But the big one, I listened to Final Fantasy's remake trilogy, or I guess duology, because we don't have part 3 yet. A lot, because it's like it's the music from 7, but it's all rewritten with big orchestral bands.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a trip home recently where Alex has not played Aerith's song.
Oh, you know,
That's true.
actually, music that I did listen to recently I enjoyed listening to, and I always enjoy it in the game too. Is Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a slept on soundtrack.
Oh, dude, Death Road to Canada actually
So
has really good music.
I just thought of my primary submission. This is one that I actually do listen to on the regular, not just using it as like background music for other things. Is Risk of Rain 2. I love that
True.
soundtrack. It is
Dude,
fucking tastic.
I get in the car with Kyle. We like literally just turn it on. It's fire.
It is actually an amazing soundtrack. It's very, very, very good. Chris
Nice.
Christodoulou, you my man. Good job. I love you.
Who?
Chris Christodoulou.
He made it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Christopher Christodoulou.
But yeah, dude, Death Road to Canada. Yeah, Death Road to Canada has such a good soundtrack too. Like I'll listen to that
I'm gonna
while
be
studying.
very real. I did not like when we played it.
Cooper.
I did not.
Well, we were all talking over it.
We were
That's
talking about
fair.
it, but it's actually like a
Although
really good soundtrack.
I don't know how you studied
I
it
find that hard
though.
to believe, though. Yeah, I find that.
Because I mean, it doesn't have lyrics, so I'm able to. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
just
but it's just
autistic.
like the fact that
Yes.
yeah, maybe, but
It's just good to me. I don't know. I've always liked that like 8-bit feel music, like songs that have like or games that have like an eight. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Whatever. I'm retarded. Whatever.
Okay.
Me
Well,
too.
all right.
Well, if you said it, I mean,
I don't. I'm
well,
like I
hear
don't
me
know how to
out.
explain it. I just like
Plants versus
You don't have.
Zombies.
not really. Like it has like
Do,
one
do,
good
do,
song at the
do,
end, but
do,
it's all right.
do, 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 do,
I,
do, 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 do,
like
That's like
the song.
that's like setting to the Tetris theme.
Yeah, like
You
the
know
Except
what?
song
that
at
would
the end
stress
with
me the hell, dude. You want to talk about
Dude, Tetris Remix actually goes crazy.
yeah, but like listening to the Tetris theme while studying would like actually stress me out.
would be pretty stressful. Yeah. Like I think Plants vs Zombies has a pretty decent soundtrack. The Sunflower song at the end is really good, but I don't know how. I don't think I could just listen to it though, personally.
No, I wouldn't just listen to it, but it is a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it's not bad. Death Road to Kendall, on the other hand, while studying it, dude, I recommend it. Y'all gotta try it out next time y'all
I don't.
study.
I
I don't
don't.
think I will.
Next time
Because
I
honestly,
study, okay.
honestly,
Uh,
I don't listen to music while I study. I just study.
I don't. That's stupid, but
That's probably why
Yeah,
that's
that's probably why I
stupid.
beat you last semester
your
you
processes
know
are
you
objectively
in
incorrect.
in psych.
you know who made President's List though?
I mean, you did, but I
Exactly.
wasn't trying to make
So
president's list. So
He was just trying to beat you.
you know
true.
that's crazy.
I just had to be better in psychology than you did.
You know, but who you know your mom.
Who's fixing to do better in biology too? This guy. This guy.
All right.
Dude, if it ends up being awful, I'm dropping. By the way,
Anyway,
Okay, we are. Yeah, we're way
I
off
we're
think
getting
topic.
off track. Getting off track. Getting off track.
we're gonna way off track.
probably gonna wrap the episode up here. Thank
Dude,
you.
Among
Oh my
Us.
god.
Bro,
No.
finish the damn
No.
podcast before he digs himself into a further hole.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcast, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at All Night Gamers with a K. Let us know what's your favorite soundtracks. Which ones do you still listen to today? What did you think of the Capcom Spotlight? Be sure to let us know. And we'll be back next week, as always, for more gaming news, talk, and discussion. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good week. Be good to each other and be good to yourself. We love you all to death. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye
I
bye.